Hey guys, I know this video might be coming a little close to the Fable 2.0 progression update, but I feel like I should let everyone know my thoughts on the update. Now don't get me wrong, there are some amazing things coming out in the Progression 2.0 update. New ships, new modes, new player experience, improved matchmaking and monetization changes, but there's some things I don't like at all. But why are they making a change? Well, the new progression system, or the current progression system, was very linear. It was not great for getting new players into the game. It did not let players get to choose how they progress through the game. As you can see, everything was pretty much as you level, you unlock new things. It wasn't random. It was pretty straightforward. People at the higher end of the game had an advantage because people knew at the end of the game. So that's just how that worked. With the new 2.0 update, they're going to let you choose your own path, which I think is awesome because I play really aggressive. I also play mostly medic. So I kind of jump everywhere, wherever I want to go. I love that style of play. It's a little bit more aggressive, a little bit higher risk and reward, but if you're consistently doing it, you kind of really get used to it, and it becomes mostly reward, which is awesome. But that's the way I play, and that's what I'm used to. And now that in the new progression system, I get to choose how to do that. It's amazing. So I'm super happy that's coming out. They're also adding new manufacturers. They're already in the game. They're kind of hard to see, but you're basically in the flavor text of what most of the modules and ships are right now. I like this idea because hopefully each manufacturer will have something very specific advantage over another. Like, for example, one manufacturer will have weapons that shoot slower but hit harder, or shoot faster and are weak. Or, for example, something like faster rockets. This manufacturer shoots faster rockets, or a faster ship that has lower armor. So, like, different trade-offs that you can have. So, I think stuff like that would be really, really cool. It adds a lot of depth to the game. It will just all around be more fun to play. Just something different. For an example, right now we're currently at 15 ships. They're adding up to 50 right now as soon as the patch comes out. So there's going to be a lot more advantage, a lot more depth into the game. And I think that's really awesome. A massive downside to this is the tier list. Similar to RoboCraft, there's different tiers versus on your current ship's power level and power rating. There's benefits to this. There's cons to this. I hate them. I think most of the cons lead to a less competitive game and more to a very Care Bearish type game. That's only there to try to get quick games and try to get a player retention, or trying to get new players in, basically, which is good, but it kills competitiveness in my opinion. It's really difficult to find what level of tier should tournaments be around. Yeah, you can bring up the argument that you can do a tournament for any tier, but League of Legends doesn't do that. I mean, all these other competitive games that are out there don't do that, and that kind of just takes away competitiveness from the game. It makes the game very... It just makes it an unbalanced team deathmatch, nonstop. Everywhere you go, every tier level, there's going to be something unbalanced. I don't like that. It's a lazy way to balance. It splits up the queue even more than current standards. Right now, if you thought the queue with times were bad, I mean, I'm getting 20-30 minute queues in the middle of the night, which is when I normally play. And I'm pretty new to the game right now, so I'm not sure if there's a bug or something. But yeah, so it was going to split up the queue times even more. And that's just going to bring... It just splits the whole community up. And with more game modes coming out on the way as well, that certain tiers, people that only play certain tiers, the skill imbalance is going to be crazy. There's going to be a lot of imbalances coming with this. There are a great deal of pros to this, though. New players won't feel underbalanced, undergeared. They're going to be less overwhelmed as soon as they come in the game. There's only a certain number of modules listed per tier, and because of that, new players don't have to go through this huge learning curve when they first start playing the game, which is amazing. It's great because that helps with player retention. It helps people keep coming back because they can slowly progress through the tier system without being overburdened every time they have a new game. I mean, that's good, but it also caters to them. So, like, it kills on competitiveness. It adds a skill floor and it adds a high skill floor and puts a low skill ceiling in, and that's not something you want in a competitive game. Like I said, I don't know if this is going to be a competitive game. This might be a Roblox type game or a RoboCraft type game where it's just just there for matches, just there for fun. And I understand if that's what this game is, then that's awesome. Honestly, I want to see it to become more of a competitive game, but that's just from my background, my semi-pro leagues and League of Legends, Heroes of the Storm, and Paragon. That's my background. That's what I play games for. Honestly, I think the ship progression system should be geared more towards specific styles of play. I'm going to say an example. Let's say a manufacturer. For example, I like this manufacturer's rocket speed perk, but I want my ship to move faster for some less armor. That could be a progression system that doesn't break up into tiers, as everything's still balanced as farther you go down the tiers and more specific styles of play you like. It'd also make it more fun. It wouldn't split the player base, and making all ships still balanced. So it won't hurt new players as much, other than the modules. But you can't really have a competitive game without a learning curve, and steep learning curves really bring in more people for competitive play. Honestly, I'd rather have it this way. But like I said before, this is coming from someone who's completely an asshole. I love competitive games. I love making people tilted. And maybe that's not fun for most people. Maybe my style of fun is not fun for you. And maybe I'm coming at this from a different angle. There are a lot of benefits to the tier system, the progression system. I like what's coming out. It's better than what it has. The content drought is going to die. But I feel like the tier list needs to be rethought, and that the progression system on the ships needs to be less. This is just stat stick better than this one, but more trade-offs for certain aspects. Faster ship, less armor, more armor, slower ship, more energy production, less weapon output or weapon speed, higher damage in your weapons versus output speed. That, I think, would add a whole lot more depth to the game, and add a whole lot more to play styles than just adding a tier system on. That's all I really wanted to talk about for the progression system. I'm super excited for it to come out. It's going to be amazing. People are going to be happy. A lot more people should be able to come in and continue to have fun at the beginning of their games. So this should be a really good update. And I'm going to probably start streaming again here shortly. It's been a while since I've done some streams. I had some IRL stuff come up, and hopefully we'll be back and everything will be good. So I hope to see you all around. Take care.